Hello folks, this is Ajha from inspiredrise.com, and today we have the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 and the LeEco LE2 smartphone here with us for an initial comparison between both of these. So guys, let's begin. At 7.7 mm and 153 grams, the LE2 is definitely lighter and thinner than the 8.7 mm and 164 grams weight of the Redmi Note 3. And the Redmi Note 3 does have a bigger battery capacity also here, at a battery capacity of around 4000 mAh. The Redmi Note 3 does last longer than the LE2, at least on the paper, because the LE2 only has a lithium ion 3000 mAh battery. And when you see both of these smartphones, there are considerable differences, as the speaker is on the back on the Redmi Note 3 and it's on the bottom on the LE2. And when you see the specs also, there is considerable difference. The CPU-Z application is showing it wrong, but the LE2 comes with Snapdragon 652 octa-core chipset, which is somewhat more powerful than the hexa-core 650 chipset on the Redmi Note 3. And in terms of RAM also, the 3GB variant is the only variant present on LE2, which is also good. The storage also is definitely a little bit more faster than that on the Redmi Note 3. But on the Redmi Note 3, you get expansion also through micro SD card, which is not present on the LE2, so that's a plus point for Redmi Note 3. In terms of sensors, both of these smartphones have a lot of sensors, so that's a plus point for both of these smartphones. As you can see over here, both of these come with a lot of sensors. That's something good enough. And both of these are dual SIM smartphones, while the Redmi Note 3 also supports micro SD card. And in terms of AnTuTu benchmark score, there is no doubt that the LE2 is definitely a winner over here with a higher score of 80,823, even with few apps running in the background on the AnTuTu benchmark. And when we checked the few heating issues and other things while running the AnTuTu benchmark, then we found out that the maximum that it heated was up to around 40 degrees. It was considerably okay here, but when the final unit comes in the hands of consumers, then only we can tell whether the smartphone would heat up in the long run as the previous one, LE1S, or not. And we are keeping our fingers crossed regarding this time around. Let's check the camera on both of these. Both of these come up with a 16 megapixel primary camera and 8 megapixel front camera on the LE2 and 5 megapixel front camera on the Redmi Note 3. And let's just see which one is better. So we took quite few photos, and the picture clarity and detail on the LE2 definitely seemed a little bit more. On the Redmi Note 3, it seemed a little bit more realistic, but you won't say that it looks like a better picture on the Redmi Note 3. And if we consider few other pictures, then this one on the Redmi Note 3 was better, as it was able to capture even the backlight which was coming, and the LE2 failed to capture that. So that's some good image processing over there. But in terms of capturing natural colors, LE2 wins over here, because of the fact that Redmi Note 3 uses a lot of image processing, which makes the colors go haywire sometime. So my hand looks a lot redder over here, which is not the case. But in terms of shooting bland objects, the vivid colors on the Redmi Note 3 do look good enough. So it's all a matter of personal preference. Which type of colors do you like, and which type of camera would you prefer? In terms of sharpness, both are great, and overall experience on both of these is somewhat different. Not that much, but somewhat different, because of the fact that the EUI on LE2 is based upon Marshmallow. So you might theoretically get somewhat better performance as compared to MIUI 7, which is based on Android 5.1. But still, both of these smartphones are great. Memory management, etc., is great on both of these. And whether both of these smartphones would heat up in the long run is something that is still to be tested. The Redmi Note 3 does heat up sometimes when you are charging it, but the LE2 is relatively new, so that is something which needs to be tested by a lot of users before we can come to a conclusion over here. And fast battery charging is supported by both of these, and apart from that, there aren't many differences in terms of the hardware. Both have a 5.5-inch Full HD display, while the LE2 does have a more vibrant and sharper display because of the in-cell technology that it uses. So guys, this was it for this small comparison between both of these smartphones. In case you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is Ajha from inspiredrise.com, signing off folks. Stay inspired to rise.